Good afternoon, everyone. I'll now call the hearing to order. I would like to begin by acknowledging that we are in Treaty 1 territory and the traditional homeland of the Métis Nation. My name is Robert Hutchings. I'll be chairing today. My colleagues, directly to my left is Mr. Harvey Diamond. On my far left, Mr. Ron Merritt. Our secretary today will be Ms. Vincent, and the assessor representing the Assessment and Taxation Department is Ms. Mizraki. We will be hearing applications for revision of the assessment rule in accordance with the Municipal Assessment Act. The matters for which revision is requested have been described in each application, and we will limit discussion to those matters. The statements that applicants or the assessor make at this hearing are sworn testimony, and anyone speaking to the matters must be sworn in. Be advised that comparisons of assessments of properties are not considered evidence of market value by the Board of Revision. The Board of Revision is appointed annually by Council and is independent of it and the City Administration. It makes its decisions on the basis of evidence presented at this hearing today and issues a written order that will be mailed to all parties as soon as possible. Please note that the Board's decisions with respect to an application may be appealed further to the Manitoba Municipal Board if the matter pertains to assessed value or classification, or to the Court of Queen's Bench if the matter pertains to the application of exemptions from taxation. Should you wish to appeal, information on how to do so will be included with this Board's order. With respect to the hearing process, I will confirm the matters to be addressed with each applicant following the swearing in. We will then have the assessor's testimony followed by cross-examination by the appellant and then the panel members. And then the applicant's testimony followed again by cross-examination by the assessor and then the panel members again. Each side will have an opportunity to summarize if they wish. Once all the evidence about an application has been brought forward, the applicant may leave. The process will repeat for each item on the docket today. The session will close after all the applications have been heard, and the Board will deliberate in private and make its decisions based on evidence presented today. You will receive the order by registered mail as soon as possible. As information, all public hearings are live streamed, recorded, and will be part of the public record. And could everybody please make sure their cell phones are on silent? Before we begin, Cindy, could you swear in both parties, please?
Please state your full name.
Marcia Mizraki.
Do you swear that the evidence you're about to give this hearing is the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do. Thank you.
Please state your full name. Do you affirm that the evidence about to give this hearing is the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Good afternoon, Mr. Neufeld, Ms. Mizraki. First property on the docket is 130 Omens Creek Boulevard, Unit Number 7. And I do note that there's a recommendation on the property, and we are dealing with the business assessment. So just for the record, please, on each property, could you read out the address and the business ID number for the record?
Did you want the phone number as well?
Yes, please.
Okay. So the address is 7-130 Omens Creek Boulevard. The assessment ID number is 34023, and the file number is 17-5013. The annual rental value is $178,500. I have a recommendation of $162,420, and that's based on a rent of $7.25.
Okay. Mr. Neufeld, are you aware of that recommendation? And
yes.
Any comments?
No.
You accept it?
We accept it, yes.
Thank you. Okay. Ron, any questions of the
No,
assessor?
thank you.
Mr. Diamond?
No, I don't, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so recommendation to revive to $162,420, accepted by the applicant. Thank you. That concludes 130 Omens Creek, Unit Number 7. Next property in the docket is 2141 Logan Avenue.
So
And again, we're dealing with the business assessment, and we have a recommendation on it. Sorry, go ahead.
So 2141 Logan Avenue, the business assessment number is 4466. The file number is 17-5069. The total annual rental value is $115,020. The recommendation is $100,980. This is by adjusting the rent to $4 a square foot.
Thank you. Mr. Neufeld?
We accept the recommendation.
Thank you. Are there any questions of the
I
assessor?
do not, thank you.
Ron?
No, thank you.
Okay, thank you. So we're revising based on a recommendation from the assessor to $100,980, and that includes 2141 Logan Avenue. Ms. Mizraki, next property on the docket, 121 Gomez Street. Again, we're dealing with a business assessment, and we have a recommendation on the property. When you're ready, please.
121 Gomez Street, the business assessment ID is 2430, the file number is 17-5127. The annual rental value is 407,400. I have a recommendation of 251,640, and this is based on reduced space. I have inspected the property and found that the business was not using the entire property and I've adjusted accordingly. I have a square footage of 64,855 square feet, and a rent of $1.85 has been applied to give us an overall value of 251,640. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Neufeld?
We accept the recommendation.
Thank you. So Cindy, we have a recommendation based on an inspection and reduced area, revising the business assessment to 251,640, accepted by the appellant. Ron, any questions?
None, thank you.
Thank you. Harvey?
No, I don't, thank you.
All right, that concludes 121 Gomez Street. Next property on the docket is 2525 Easter Boulevard. We're dealing with a business assessment, and again, we have a recommendation. Ms. Mizraki, when you're ready, please.
The address is 2525 Inkster Boulevard. The business assessment ID is 27247. File number 17-5026. The total annual rental value is 732,360. I have a recommendation of 660,360, and this is adjusting the rent of $4.75.
Mr. Neufeld.
Yep, we
Please.
accept the
Thank you.
recommendation.
So we have an accepted recommendation at 660,360, Cindy. And Harvey, any questions of the assessor?
I don't have them, thank you.
Ron?
No, thank you.
Thank you. That concludes 2525 Inkster Boulevard. Next property in the docket is 442 Dufferin Avenue. Again, dealing with a business assessment, and again, we have a recommendation. Ms. Mizraki, when you're ready, please.
442 Dufferin Avenue is business assessment ID 5172, file number 17-5057. Total annual rental value is 87,120. The recommendation is for 69,780, and this is based on reducing the rent to $4.25 across all bids. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Neufeld.
And yes, we accept the recommendation.
Thank you. So we're accepting, we've got a recommendation at 69,780. Cindy, and the appellant has accepted. I'm sorry, Ms. Mizraki, would you mind giving me that blended adjusted rate, please?
425.
425.
Overall, yeah.
Okay.
Across the board.
Yeah. Thank you. That concludes 442 Dufferin Avenue. Next one on the docket will be 472 Dufferin Avenue. And we're dealing with a business assessment, and again, we have a recommendation. Ms. Mizraki, when you're ready, please.
The address is 472 Dufferin Avenue. The business assessment ID is 19394, file number 17-5153. The total annual rental value is 104,280. I have a recommendation of 95,700, and again, this is based on adjusting the rent to $4.25.
Thank you. Mr. Neufeld?
Yes, we accept the recommendation.
Thank you. Ron, any questions?
No, thank you.
Harvey, any
Right,
questions?
thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so Cindy, revising to 95,700 based on a recommendation by the assessor. Okay, that concludes 472 Dufferin. Next property on the docket is 521 Jarvis Avenue. And we're dealing with the business assessment, and we have a recommendation on the property. Ms. Mizraki, when you're ready, please.
The address is 521 Jarvis Avenue. The business assessment number is 50158. File number is 17-5056. The total annual rental value is 43,260. I have a recommendation of 41,220. And this is based on adjusting the rent to $5.25 a square foot.
Thank you. Mr. Neufeld?
Yes, we accept the recommendation.
Thank you. Harvey, any questions of
I
these?
don't thank you.
Thank you. Ron, any questions?
I thought I might, but no, thank you.
Let's get interesting.
So we've got a recommendation from the assessment department, from the assessor revising to 41,220, Cindy. Okay. Accepted by the applicant, thank you. Okay. That concludes 521, drivers. And Ron, I know you want to ask you a question, come on.
If you want to ask a question, that's fine. I'm just.
Next
going-
time.
Well, why isn't there a recommendation here?
Is it what you
Okay,
get?
yeah.
Next question.
That's all I have to say.
Okay, the next one on the docket is 489 Oak Point Highway, and we're dealing with a business assessment, and Ms. Mizraki, when you're ready, please.
So we have 49 Oak Point Highway, the business assessment number is 23736, the file number is 17-4993. The total annual rental value is 365,460. This is based on overall square footage of 53,095 square feet. The blended rate is $4.87 net. The occupancy costs have been applied to give us our overall annual rental value of $365,460. I have comparables listed below, the lowest at $475, the highest is $680. This includes comparables that were of industrial use and similar size and age. I believe that the rents support our net rent of $4.87 blended. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Mizraki. Mr. Neufeld, have you got anything to hand in, or?
We do not know.
Okay.
It was just decided from others above me, as in Rocky Harrison, that we have nothing to submit on this one,
Okay,
and yeah, I guess that's about it.
so you leave it to the board's discretion based on the
Yes.
evidence presented, okay?
If you if you see anything there.
Yeah, okay. All right, thank you very much. I guess we won't ask you to ask any questions. Rod, any
I have no
questions?
questions. I have no questions.
I don't either.
Okay, so we're dealing with a value of, what did he say? A value of 365,460. All right, okay, Miss, both parties, leave it with us, we'll consider both presentations and make our decision
Arguments.
based on that, yeah. Thank you. Okay, so that concludes 489 Oak Point Highway. Next property on the docket is 100 Eagle Drive. We're dealing with the business assessment, and we have a recommendation on the property. Ms. Mizraki, when you are ready, please.
100 Eagle Drive, the business assessment ID is 19486, the file number is 17-5025. The total annual rental value is $204,480, and I have a recommendation of $186,540. And this is based on an adjustment in the square footage. The rent is staying the same at $5.66, but the square footage is 24,160, and this is just following through with the board decision in the realty.
Okay. Mr. Neufeld, sorry, I'm sorry. Just writing notes here. Any questions or any comments?
Nope. We're accepting the recommendation.
Okay, so we've got a recommendation at 186,540 accepted by the appellant. Ron, any questions of
I
this?
have none, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Mr. Diamond?
I don't thank you.
All right, and just, Ms. Mizraki, what was the adjusted revised base rate?
The base rate is the same, it's $5.66. What's been adjusted is the square footage.
Square, okay,
Yeah,
correction.
24,160.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, Cindy, you got that?
Mhm.
All right, thank you. That concludes 100 Eagle Drive. And last one on the docket is 1595 Brookside Boulevard, unit number 1. We're dealing with a business assessment, and we have a recommendation on the property. Ms. Mizraki, when you're ready, please.
The address is 1-1595 Brookside Boulevard, business assessment ID 42154, file number 17-5158. The total annual rental value is $67,320. I'm making a recommendation for $59,700, and this is based on adjusting the net rent to $6.50.
All right. Mr. Neufeld.
Yes, we need 6.
Thank you.
Recommendation.
Okay, so we're revising the assessment based on we've got a recommendation to revise the assessment to $59,700 based on adjusted ARV. You got that, Cindy? Okay, and the account has accepted. Okay, that concludes our hearing. Thank you very much, both parties.
Okay.
Thank you.